Hey, what's up, goal reachers, dream catchers, and lifestyle giants? Welcome to the Win on Purpose podcast. It's where we make winning a habit, losing prehistoric, and we aim to live our best lives every single day. I'm your girl Vocals, and we're going to dive right into the Dream Killers Part 2 podcast. But before we do, I don't want to just jump ahead and move forward and act like there hasn't been a ton that's happened since the last time we connected. I really want to give or send my deepest condolences to the people of Sri Lanka who lost nearly 400 people to the terrorist attacks that occurred this Easter weekend. And, you know, for the life of me, I don't want to understand, and I never will understand, how people feel comfortable taking innocent lives because people don't believe how they believe. It's insane. It's unbelievable. And I'm just going to ask you guys to pray for the families that have lost loved ones and, you know, just keep them lifted up, because I can only imagine what they're going through in this devastating and tragic time. Okay, so previously in the first Dream Killer podcast, we talked about the dream killers of distraction and unbelief, and how we allow distractions to come in and pull us away from our goals and the things that we are focusing on, and how we allow people as a distraction, social media as a distraction, and the list goes on and on, because everybody's life is different and everybody has different things that come and try to pull away our attention. You know, we just get distracted. We just get completely sidetracked when we're trying to focus on our dreams and what it is that we want to do. Another one that we discussed was unbelief, not believing in ourselves, like believing more in other people and supporting other people more than we support ourselves, when we know that there are talents and giftings that we have that we need to give time and attention and money to, that we just don't, because we don't believe enough in us. And if you don't believe enough in you, no one else will. Period. Point blank, period. It's not going to happen. I don't care how much you try to make something move or happen. It's not going to happen. You have to believe in yourself. Last night, if you are into basketball, which, you know, I really do enjoy basketball, because it's amazing the things that those guys can do. First of all, running up and down the court for that long, and then shooting the ball from the places on the court. I mean, it's nothing magical or anything like that, but it is very entertaining to see. But the Portland Trailblazers and the Oklahoma City Thunder played a game last night, and I think that was like one of the best games of the first round of the playoffs, because it was so much back and forth. And at the end of the game was tied 115-115, and at the end, Damian Lillard took a chance and shot a 3-point from literally the logo in the middle of the floor. Now, there's half court, there's midway through half court, which is right where the logo is, and then there's the 3-point line. This brother launches the ball from the Portland Trailblazers logo in the middle of the floor, and it goes in, and the stadium just literally erupts. Like, in basketball, is looked at as an almost impossible shot. Now, it has been done before, but it's not something that happens on a regular, reoccurring basis. I looked at that happen, and I said, for him to take that shot, this brother had to believe that he could make it. You know, it was really kind of one of those things where if he made it, amazing, but if he didn't, it wouldn't have been that bad, because the game would have just went into overtime. It was literally maybe 3 seconds left on the clock. Nobody believed that it would happen, but he believed that it could happen. And it did. And it made for amazing TV. I just want to say that. But because he believed in himself, the Portland Trailblazers, they don't have to play another game. They are now moving on to the second round of the playoffs. But, you know, it's things like that. Just taking those chances. And, you know, realistically, we could say he just kind of took a chance and was like, you know, if I don't make it, hey, the game just goes into overtime. But if I do make it, I'm the hero of Portland, Oregon tonight. But that just goes to show how important it is that we believe enough in us to take a chance. Just take a chance on us. So again, back to our Dream Killers Part 2 topic. One of the greatest, well, actually, I will stand and say the greatest dream killer of all, and it's only one that's like the greatest of all times, is us. We are our greatest dream killer. And it's because of the things that I talked about in the previous podcast. Again, distraction and non-belief. And then it's the other things, just not putting enough time and attention and effort and resources in ourselves, building ourselves up, and getting caught up in comparing ourselves to other people and being complacent and just sitting back and not really trusting that we can do it. When we doubt ourselves, it stops our growth. When we doubt ourselves, we don't trust ourselves. And when you don't trust yourself, there is very little that you can do. And a lot of people, they go around with this false trust and belief and false confidence in themselves. And you can see it a mile away. You can say, oh, okay, you got to do all of that, bruh. You're not that confident. And we don't take that time. We don't take that time out to build ourselves up. We place so much time in just trying to be fake and phony for the people on the outside. And we're not taking that time out to really nurture ourselves and build ourselves up and build our confidence up. Without confidence, very little can be done. We allow ourselves to get trapped in this comparison minefield. And I like to call comparison a minefield because you're looking at something and you don't even know if it's real. You're comparing yourself and your life to something that you have no clue whether what's on the other side is genuine or if it's fake or if it's just a facade, or if it's just something somebody is putting out there just to gain attention. And that's another thing that we get caught up in. I'm kind of rambling on because it was really hard for me to just really write this podcast. I'm just really kind of like going from a zone here. But what's killing a lot of people today is this desire for attention. You have people that are making millions of dollars, but what they still desire is attention. Because they're still getting on Instagram and whatever social media sites and saying stupid stuff, doing stupid stuff. They're still out here doing some of the things they were doing before they made the money, all so they can garner attention. And so those are the type of things I feel like it ends up getting them in more trouble than it's even worth it. They end up losing it all. They never really wanted the money. Like, the money is great. All they really wanted was the attention. And so when we're so focused on, I just want the attention, I just want people to notice me, I just want people to know my name, I want the lights, I want the cameras, I want this, I want that. All of that is so empty. It's so empty, and you can tell by the hundreds of people who have that, but yet they're still looking for something else. They're still seeking that attention deep down inside. They still feel unloved, uncared for, unwanted, and it's no amount of money can give you that. So I want to encourage us, you may not even be on a large scale, popular, or anything like that, but I do want to encourage us to make sure we're checking our motives, checking our why, and making sure our why has a bigger purpose, has a bigger meaning behind it, besides, well, I just want the attention, I want the fame, even money, I want the money. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the money in the world and be alone and lonely and have nothing in the end, have no substance and have nothing. That is so real. It's so real. And I feel like I say it all the time because I see so many people that's just driving for that dollar. They're living for that dollar. They wake up for that dollar. Like, everything is about getting that money. And that mindset will only take you so far. Because what happens when you get it? What happens when you actually get it? Then what? Was that even what you were really seeking? Or were you really seeking the attention? Is your motive to make someone jealous, or to make people jealous, or to make people mad, or to be able to, say, okay, I'm here, and so I'm going to cut these people off, and they're going to call me, and they're going to, like, what really is your why? Is your why killing your dream? Is your why so volatile? Is your why so empty, so fragile, that it's not even enough for you to push through those hard times that'll make you keep going so you can pursue your dream? make sure your why is not empty. Make sure what you're doing, the reason why you're doing what you're doing is for a deeper purpose and meaning. The thing that keeps me going on this podcast is not the numbers, it's not the attention, it's not the money, because Lord knows, we ain't gonna go there. But it's none of those things. The things that really keep me going and doing this podcast is I just have this burning desire to make the world a better place. And I feel like I can do that one person at a time. I would love for millions, billions, and trillions to listen to this podcast. And when it happens, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to let y'all know. But I would love for that to happen. However, I know that if I can reach one person, if I can help one person succeed by being that encouragement, by being that voice that pushes them through, to help them through, if I can do that, I will feel like I fulfill some type of purpose on this earth. I will feel like I made the world a better place. And hopefully that person that I can help will go and help somebody else. It's like a chain reaction thing. Because at the end of the day, I really feel like there's enough negativity in the world. There's enough gossip. There's enough drama. It's enough. If there's enough news, there's enough of it to feed the world for hundreds of years to come. But there are a few people who are out here that's really just trying to make people better. And that's what I want to do. I want to make people better. Because I'm birthing kids in this world. And I want my kids to live in a world where they don't have to always look over their shoulders, where they don't have to always worry about somebody trying to rob them because that person didn't have somebody to speak positively in their lives. They didn't have anybody to believe in them and to trust in them. And their dreams were murdered by their surroundings and their situations. And, they just became bad people. I don't want that. And so I feel like if I can help 1, 2, 3 people to just keep going. If I can just be that voice in somebody's head, if I keep doing these podcasts and I can be that person in somebody's head that just says, keep going. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. I don't know you, but I know you can do it. I believe in you. I trust what has been placed on inside of you. If I can be that one person that's pushing that other person to go forward, then I will feel like I have done something to help this world be a better place. But again, let's go back to us. Back to the biggest dream killer of all times. You, me, we, us. The biggest dream killer. And the reason why I deem us as the biggest, the greatest dream killer is because we have more control of our lives than anyone and anything else. We have the control. Distractions can't distract us if we don't allow them to. Unbelief can't stop us if we don't allow it to. There's no way we get caught up in comparison if we don't allow ourselves to be compared to other people or we don't compare ourselves to other people. And we have the amazing ability to choose to ignore or to accept what comes across our paths. We also have a choice as to how we respond to every single thing we encounter. So here are some ways that we kill our dreams. We do that by paying attention to negative things, overthinking, giving up too soon, not giving enough time and energy to our dreams. Now, I take offense to people who can tell me every celebrity that was at Coachella, but you can't tell me how much money you have in your bank account. I take offense to people who are so focused on what everybody else is doing, the next great move, the next hot vacation spot, and all that other stuff, but you are not taking care of your business at home. We have to give energy to ourselves. We have to give ourselves time, us. We have to give our own selves. And I'm not talking about our kids. I'm not talking about our spouse. I'm talking about we have to give us time and attention. Because if we don't, we're not going to be good for anybody. If I'm constantly giving all the attention to, my family, then when do I have time for me? When do I have time to figure out what I'm feeling, what's going on with me, what's the deeper issues that I'm having? We have to make us a priority. You and I, we have to make ourselves a priority. And you can have more than one priority. That's why when we do our task list, we say, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or how many ever tasks you have on your list, But when we have our task, you have more than one priority. That's one of the things that's on my vision board. And it's like, what? That's on your vision board? That's so stupid. But no, I do have take care of me on my vision board, because I understand being a mom and being a soon-to-be wife that it's so easy to get caught up in taking care of everybody else and everything else regarding the house. But I also understand that if I'm not okay, if vocals is not okay, everything around me will crumble and fall. Because there have been times when I haven't been okay, and I've been running on E, and I've been trying to take care of the family, take care of the job, take care of this, take care of that, and something's going to go lacking somewhere because I wasn't given any time to me. And I vowed to never do that again. And that goes for men too. Men, you guys need to take care of yourselves too. Because if you're not mentally there for your family, for your spouse, for your kids, then it's just kind of like living in a house with a zombie. You're going to be cranky and you're going to be upset and you're not going to know why. And a lot of people are mad and upset and they don't even know why. And it's because they've never taken out the time to even figure out what they're feeling. But I also want to talk a little bit about the dream killer, which is overthinking. Overthinking is one of those dream killers that sneak up on us, because it's one of those things that we don't think that it's wrong. It's like, I'm trying to be prepared. I want to make sure that I have everything that I need. I don't want to be caught off guard with anything. And overthinking can stop us. It can hinder us because it makes us feel like we'll never be ready. And of course, you'll never be ready. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but I'm just saying, don't spend so much time thinking about what you're going to do and what you want to do that you never get anything done. Because you'll never be ready. Us Christians, as we observed Easter this past weekend, truth of the matter is, if you read the Bible, Jesus was not ready to go on the cross. And he asked God to take that cup from him. He's like, if it's your will, Lord, take this cup from me. But he said, not my will, but your will be done. He wasn't ready, but he did it anyway. And there are so many people that we look up to, and the things that they do, they're not ready to do it, but they just do it anyway. Because you know that in life you're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. Everything is not going to be perfect. So don't give so much time to overthinking a thing that you never get the thing done. And then I think the other dream killers that I said previously, the dream killers of paying attention to negative things, that's pretty obvious. The dream killer of not giving enough time and energy to our dreams, that's obvious. Like those things that we know we have to do. I put this post on my Instagram, I think about last week. It said, nothing comes just because we want it. Things don't come just because you want it. Things don't come, and I'm sorry to my Christian brothers and sisters, but I do want to say this. I hope y'all don't write me off, but things don't come just because you prayed for it. Things just don't happen just because you want it. Things don't happen just because you prayed for it. And that's kind of like the trap that we get stuck in, and I know the Bible said, ask, believe, receive, and it shall come. Okay, I'm waiting for that check to arrive in my mailbox. But what did you do to get the check to arrive in your mailbox? You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some action that we put to it when we pray and when we want things and when we desire. There has to be an action that we do. We have to give the universe something to work with. What are you giving the universe to work with? What channel are you giving the universe to get that thing that you want to flow to you? And it's not just sitting on your bed asking for it. It's not just sitting on your knees or bending on your knees praying for it. There has to be an avenue by which you receive the thing that you desire. So what's going to be your avenue? What are you putting out there for the universe to touch and work with? Here are the tips from today's Dream Killer Part 2 podcast. Number 1, stop paying attention to negative things. Number 2, don't overthink it. Number 3, don't give up too soon. Number 4, make sure we give enough time and energy to ourselves and our dreams. Before I go, I really want to send prayers out to the young man in Alabama, Nigel Siegel, who recently took his life because the bullying became so great that his heart couldn't take living on this planet anymore because of his lifestyle choices. And I just want to encourage all of us that have kids to talk to our kids, and let's just try to be better human beings, and let's not just disregard and cut people off and bully people that choose a lifestyle that's different from ours. So if we can just work to be better people and spread the word and help somebody else to be a better person, that'll be great. So rest in peace, Nigel. Just know that the world knows your name now, baby, and we are so sorry that you had to experience this in your short 15 years on this planet. All right, so that's our Dream Killers Part 2 podcast. Thank you, as always, for listening. I sincerely appreciate it. Make sure you share, like, follow, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a family member to tune in to the Win on Purpose podcast on every single outlet where podcasts are broadcast. And if you want more of this information on a consistent and regular basis, make sure you follow me on Instagram at iWinOnPurpose. That's iWinOnPurpose. If you don't put the I in there, it's not me. All right, so thanks again for listening, and I will chat with you guys soon. It's your girl Vocals, and I am signing out.